Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss 9th class 6th chapter Agriculture in India. What was that? The 6th chapter Agriculture in India, right? In this lesson already we discussed the previous session, right? On that session we learn the type of farming, the what is mean by farming, why farming is important, and where we have in the position in the farming in the Indian people, why we need the kind of the farming, right? See, as per the previous knowledge, the farming is divided two types, right? That is the subsistency farming and the commercial farming. But when it comes to the subsistency farming, again we divide two types, right? The simple farming and the intensive farming, right? The simple farming and the intensive farming. Simple farming means where is the shifting cultivation, zoom cultivation, and the burn and the this kind of the cultivation we call simple farming, right? But when it comes to intensive farming means the farming which are doing for the product increasing of the productivity purpose, we are doing the intensive farming, right? The substensive farming means the whatever you are the practicing of the farming, the whatever you are the producing of the crop, that crop only should to use for the only you are the sufficient, you are the family members, for the you are the eating purpose, not for the, any kind of the selling purpose, not for the any kind of the trading purpose. We didn't have any kind of the mind to have to sell this and trade this kind of the crop and we can go to reach all those things, right? Only this kind of. But when it comes to the commercial farming only for the increasing the productivity, the using high yield varieties, we so called hybrid, all those things already we discussed in the previous session, right? And in this session already we are going to discuss the cropping seasons. How many seasons we have the cropping seasons? We have the 3 seasons. How many seasons we have? 3. One is the Rabi, another one is Kharif, and last one is the Jaid, right? What was the season? Rabi, Kharif, Jaid, right? Already in the earlier section already we discussed, right? The Rabi, Kharif, Jaid. The Rabi season when it comes to the special in a winter season, the Kharif season when it comes to the monsoon season, the Jaid season. Between the monsoon and the winter season, after the summer season we have the July and May, July, right? May, June on that time we call the season of the Jaid. Already in the previous session already we discussed very detailed. Major crop in India. We are in the topic in major crop in India. See, in the Indian we crop with the two types, right? One is the food crop, another one is non-food crop. Right? It's easy thing. Which is used for the eating purpose, that is we call the food crop. Whichever using for any kind of the making, any kind of all these things purpose, we call the non-food crop. Which is the not eatable, we can say the simple which are not eatable, that is we call the non-food crop. Simple, right? See the non-food, see the cotton. Can we eat the cotton? No. So the cotton is not a non-food crop. But when it comes to the paddy, when it comes to it is the eatable crop. This is the food crop, right? That is we call the food crop and the non-food crop, right? The food crop and the non-food crop. But when it comes to the food crop, in the food crop we have the major crops we have paddy, wheat, millet, oils, right? The pulses. All this kind of the food crops we have. We have a food crop, right? And this crop are the backbone of our agriculture sector. Why? Because the most of the areas in India we are producing the paddy. Somewhere we have to produce paddy, wheat, maize, and millet. All these things are only the food crop. But most of the very slow, the less percent of the farmers they can go with the non-food crop. But when it comes to Andhra and Telangana, and the Andhra people, the mostly go with the the market commercial crop, the non-food crop, and when it comes to the Telangana, we go with the food crop. When it go with the food crop, right? And the one is important one. The number one is another one is important one. The paddy, right? In the paddy, in the world, we are the producing. We are the producing in the. We are occupying the in the paddy production is the number one. Number two. Number one is China is occupying the first place in the production of the paddy is China, and number two is India. Number two is India, right? In the production of the paddy. Do you know the paddy? See, the world is going through the paddy. China is number one and India is the number two. But when it comes to our CM, the Mr. KCR said, if you won't give the paddy, if you cultivate the paddy, if you get the paddy, then I won't give any kind of the prices. All those things already we heard in the newspaper, right? And the newspaper. See, if you want to build paddy, if you want the crop paddy, if you want to grow a paddy, that means you have to need the 25 degrees of the Celsius. The temperature, it must be the 25 degrees of the Celsius. And this kind of the paddy, if you want to grow the crop, this kind of the if you want to grow the crop, this paddy, we have to be the red soil. This kind of the where it is not grown on the, any kind of the maize, any kind of the black soil, all those things. The red soil is the perfect suitable for the paddy. The perfect suitable for the crop of the paddy, right? So it's the 25 minimum temperature and the red soil, and the minimum we have to 100 the centimeter of the annual rainfall. What we have? The 100 centimeter of annual rainfall we need for the producing the paddy. We need for the producing the paddy. See, this kind of the paddy is mostly in the North India. So mostly in the North India, in case especially the Punjab, Haryana, and West Bengal and the Northeast states, right? Especially these are the very main states we are the producing for the paddy, right? What was that? Punjab, Haryana, West Bengal and Northeast state, right? Northeast, Punjab, Haryana, Bengal and the Northeast states. In Northeast states, they are the major production of the paddy. But when it comes to the world, we have India acquiring the second position. Number one position is China. Number one position is China. And paddy is a kharif crop, right? Paddy is a kharif crop. Kharif crop means it's a rainfall. When it comes to the monsoon season, it goes to the kharif crop, right? So especially we can see the month in June, July to the October, June, July to the September, October, under season we can use to the paddy. It will be goes to the 90 days crop. How many days we have a crop? 90 days of crop we have the paddy. And when it comes to the wheat also one of the major and the very important crop in the India. Major and important crop in the India. And most of the North Indians, they can consume only the highest percent is the wheat. Whatever the food crop we have, the North Indian only consume the higher percent of only the wheat, right? If you want to grow the wheat, you have to be the annual rainfall 50 to 75 centimeters per year. You have to be annual rainfall 50 to 75 annual rainfall in 75 centimeters annual rainfall we need. And same this wheat also they producing the same Haryana and same UP now, this Haryana, UP and those kind of we have Bihar, Haryana, UP, Bihar. In this area, we can say the Indo-Gangetic plain. We can say the Indo-Gangetic plain. On that time, we can easily the production is the wheat. Easily production is the wheat. And this wheat, if you want to produce the wheat, it will be a 50 to the 75 annual rainfall. But be must. And the wheat must be grown in the block soil. It means must be grown in the block soil also. The wheat is not suitable for the growing the crop. Next, maize, right? Next, maize. Maize means corn. Do you know the corn, the popcorn, all those things, right? And nowadays Telangana also we are producing. The maize, if you want to know, is the most of the South Indian state, Telangana, AP and Karnataka and some part of the Tamil Nadu, they are the highest production of the maize. Highest production of And if you need this kind of maize, you have to be 21 degree to the 27 degrees. The temperature must be needed. So 21 degrees to the 27 the centimeter temperature, and as well as the annual rainfall must be the needed for the maize, right? For the maize. And we have the next millets and pulse we will discuss in the next session. I hope you understood this session. Thank you.